panic is what it is. People's eyes are big. People are not thinking. People are panicked. And they're drowning. And you know, the first thing with drowning people, they teach you, you hit them people and not get them off of you because they're going to bring you down. Okay. Now the world, the world, they're in a panic now. It's just like it's not, I guess they want the Channel 5, the movie version of Panic. A big shock tidal wave coming to finish off or something like that. But just the normal stuff, 200 or 300 people dead before June and 100 shootings. They ought to look at themselves through the world. What do they think the world is thinking about when they look at America? They say, dog, man, I thought we had it bad, but them boys, I mean, they on a roll. You know, that's the world is looking at the stuff. Huh?
That's like what China's doing on, you watch CTGN.
Right.
They're featuring what's happening,
But they're telling China, you guys are messing up, you're blowing it, you got to listen to us. And then they go on to Asia, telling the people, you know, the Titanic, one of them big steam boilers is already in the water and the ship is already turning upside, ready to head down. And they telling, get with us. Get with us. And it's a joke, like they promised the Big Ten Asians, they said that we'll give you $15 million or something. You remember that? It's ridiculous. The Chinese gave them 1.5 billion or trillion, I don't know what it is. They wonder why is everyone hooking up with China. And they're wondering why is all of Africa that's got any sense left supporting Russia, either overtly or I don't know what's going on. I can't, you know, they done told them we don't want no niggas here. In Ukraine, we don't want no niggas. And we was lucky we let you come, you know, and now you can go home, but you got to walk. The people are so stupid. You know what I mean? This is what chaos and confusion is. But I don't know what level, and we're not really concerned at what level it have to get to. We just know this, what's going on now, have a final conclusion. And that conclusion will be the collapse of what is now called the American system. And if people are pulling away from America, the money system and everything else, that alone has got to collapse. You're talking about a free ride? A lot of people don't know what they do in America. Example, 25 years ago, Escobar was going to pay off the Colombian debt. It was $4.5 billion in those days. He's going to pay off if they don't do no extradition thing with him, with the U.S. That was just $4.5 billion. That's in 1989, 1990 something money. You know what I mean? So it was still a little money. Okay, a lot of people don't understand what they do here. People save all of their savings overseas in US dollars because you can't save pesos because today is 20 pesos per dollar. Next month, it's 35 pesos. So you can't save in your own currency. You have to save in US dollars or German marks or something like that. Therefore, there's more money outside of America, American money, than there is inside of America. Because they estimate, like the drug trade, they estimate they're taking out $50 billion a year, just say. And that's it down in Colombia. And so what do? They print out 50 more, something. They print 50 billion brand new dollars. And they've been doing that all the time. So there is actually 700 zillion dollars out there in the world. What about when the thing crashed here and the dollar started going down? Not only think about those people over there, they got to dump their dollars too. And they got more dollars over there than they do here. They've been doing it since I was there. Everybody saved their money. Even when you buy product, you don't buy it in pesos, you buy it in dollars. You can't buy no shipment of cocaine for no pesos. Either in Mexico, everywhere I've ever run across it, I was always in dollars. Everything is priced in dollars. Everything is priced in dollars. Imagine how many dollars are out. And are they going to just say, yeah, that's going to make it hard for us to have any dollars. And that's going to make our dollar more expensive in here. We won't have any dollars to shoot. Hey, has 50 billion a month gone? That's 50 billion we get to crank up, brand new dollars. Here. They've been doing it all the time. And they've been, and they do it everywhere. All Iranians saving dollars. Pakistanis saving dollars. Everybody's saving dollars. And they buy dollars. One of the biggest hustles we had was in Tanzania. In Tanzania, I remember this happened in 72, 73. Boy, it was something. First of all, on the black market, on the market at that time, you go into the bank, you get 7 shillings per dollar. So if you change $100, you get 700 shillings. If you go to Indian, that own all the stores, they get all the money, you can get, at that time, top price, you could get 21, maybe even 25 per dollar, 25 shillings per dollar. So none of us changed money in the bank. We all changed money on the market. And the less, the less we was going to get was, if I was in a hurry, I may do a 15 per dollar, like double the price, 7 in the bank, 15, so I got $200 worth of shillings, which I can go right now and buy whatever price the thing is. And I got double the price and so I'm getting at everything half price. And if I got time to go to Connects, I can get 21. That's 3 times it. So all of those people have saved their money in Kenya, all over Africa, and one time it was really bad what the government in Dar es Salaam knew it, because all the Indians owned all of The government was black, but the Indians owned all 95% of all businesses. All the big houses in Oyster Bay and all that, they lived in them. It was big time. Indians in Uganda, when Idi Amin was there, he just threw them out. And to the envy of everybody else, they would have loved to do it somewhere, but they just didn't have the nerve. See, this is what happened. I just came back and they was me. He said, "Man, if you'd have been here last month, man, it was a free for all." What happened? He said, "Well, they closed down the borders, Kenya, and he said they closed down the borders, and then they said everybody can exchange 5,000 shillings at a time, which is basically nothing. It was $12 at a time. And after a certain date, the 100 shilling notes will be finished. You can't use those anymore. They will be out of date. So if you got money in old shillings, you have to change them 5,000 at a time. And then they go by your account, and so they couldn't do it. So who could change zillions at a time? The Negro. He told me, "Man, we got rich." He said the Indians was coming bowing down, "Bwana, please just take them. Give us anything." Because African Americans could go change them because we're not citizens. And we don't, we could turn them in, we could just change them. And so, without any explanation. And man, that was terrible the way the government did but the Indians own 90. Anyway, you see what Idi Amin did, so there was something going on. Anyway, that's what they did. Okay, in modern times, we're now engineering ourselves in a position where we believe the world is going to be soon. That's what we're doing right now. We're engineering ourselves into that position. And we have to begin, when we go to California and get our money from the government, we're going to start a program of restoration and recovery. I'm going to wait till the thing happens. But we're going to put in teams of writers, artists, movie makers. We expect to have enough money to do that. Not to rescue the people from the fall, but to rebuild the system when it falls apart. Remember, we've been expecting this for decades. This is nothing new. But what I'm saying today is the details of the little pieces are beginning to fall into place now as we get closer. So we feel that after the fall, the possibility or the road to restoration and recovery will have a lot, because things will be chaotic and destabilized. If we have so many billions of dollars, by that time we might be able to put some of it into gold, and some overseas holdings or something. Yeah. So that we at least have something tangible. But we're not taking gold certificates like certificates. We're talking about gold, the gold, in your hand gold. Yeah. That weighs a lot. And so our vision of the near future is restoration and recovery. Teams of writers, artists, assemble reconstruction teams. Like that's what is not to grab hold of the people and rescue them from in in these military bases and feed them and all that.